It's finally time for the 2K Q&A.
Gosh, that has a nice ring to it. Now, I know most of you are probably just here for the Q&A, so I won't go on for too long, but I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's watched my videos up until this point. Subscribed or not, thank you. Now, just a quick heads up, not every question could be put into this video. Sorry. But without further ado, let's get on to the Q&A. What editing program do you use? Okay, I'm going to answer this one first just so it's out the way, but I use Filmora to edit my videos. Now, before anyone here jumps straight to conclusions, would I recommend it? No, not really. Whilst it's a decent software to start off with, when you're only starting out with, learning how to edit videos and all that, the price tag really isn't worth it. If you're just starting out with content creation, editing and all that, I'd recommend you either check out VSDC or Shotcut first. These two are both free and quite decent at what they do. But yeah, kind of got sidetracked there. To answer your question, I use Filmora to edit my videos. Hi, future me. If you had to choose between Splatoon 1, 2, or 3, which one would be your favorite? Well, Splatoon 1 was chaos. Splatoon 2 was balanced chaos. With all the specials that could reach across the map. That have also returned. And Splatoon 3 is a buggy mess mixed with lag. Out of all three options, I would probably still stick with Splatoon 3. I mean, the issues I have with the game aren't that major, other than Mahi. R.I.P. Mahi. You're a good stage back in Splatoon 1. But other than that, most of these issues can be fixed in future updates, unlike the issues with Splatoon 1 and 2, where it's actually part of the game itself. Mind you, though, there is reasons why we keep going back to Splatoon 1 every now and then. Out of all the Splatfests in Splatoon history, which one was your favorite? I really don't have a favorite one when it comes to Splatfest, but I mean, if I had to choose, it'd probably be the Mushroom vs. Superstar Splatfest. Just due to the multiple shifty stations being in rotation throughout the Splatfest, it just made it feel a lot less stale than the other Splatfests. It was also quite fun. And also the first ever Splatfest I won. Now thinking about it, it's the only Splatfest I've ever won throughout Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. Oh well, hopefully this upcoming Splatfest that will all change. I'm on Team Grass. Will you be making any more animations for Splatoon like you did before? I'm guessing this question is in regards to the Live a Lie animation I uploaded about a month or two ago. But yes, I do 100% plan on making more animations. I even have plans in the works for a second chapter that continues on from that one. Unfortunately though, I can't really share much about it at this point in time. Not because I don't want to, that's not the case whatsoever, but as said before, it's only in the planning stages and no work has actually been done on it. Well, other than some ideas have been thrown at the wall for the time being, but I mean, they're just ideas. They probably won't 100% stick. Sorry. Other than Splatoon, what games do you play? I don't really play much games outside of Splatoon at the moment. I just haven't had much time as of late, working on projects, writing essays, getting ready for assessments, making videos, all that sort of stuff. Although, one game I have been playing a lot as of late, well, not a lot, okay, every now and again whilst I'm working is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, am I any good at it though? No. I mean, I didn't even know about the chests in the game until some of my mods in the Dizzy. Link in the description if you want to join in the Discord server, by the way. Told me about them. Also, somehow managed to find that elephant boss thingy. Yeah, sorry, I don't know its name. Whilst running around my underwear. I also somehow managed to defeat said elephant boss thingy with only 3 hearts, my underwear, and a lot of luck. It's safe to say I really don't know much about this game. Other than that, from time to time, I like to play some PvE in Minecraft. I've kind of strayed away from PvP, especially because I can't really play PvP anymore due to multiple reasons. I'm not going into it. But yeah, I've been mostly playing PvE in Minecraft at the moment. Really liking zombies on Hypixel, by the way. The only other thing I'd say that I probably play a lot outside of Splatoon is train sims. You've got SCR, a really nice game SCR is, GCR, WCR, MTG, TR, Steam Era, and Steamlined. By the way, Steamline's still in alpha, and it's a really nice looking game for alpha. Anyway, it's quite fun to me, but probably not to others. Shiver, Fry, or Big Man? I can't decide. I like all three of them. Like, I mean, they all have unique designs that complement each other, and they just work quite well as a trio. Though I guess they're all my favorites. What's your favorite weapon in Splatoon? Now, this is really depending on the mode and if the weapon has an actual good kit. So, I'd say my three favorite weapons are either the Sploosh, Splash, or Squiffer. I also like Undercover Umbrella, but that one's a bit iffy with what kit it gets. But other than that, I wouldn't say I've quite found my favorite weapon in Splatoon 3 yet. And on the opposite side of that question, what's your least favorite weapon in Splatoon? I wouldn't say I have a least favorite weapon, but the Splattershot Pro. Not because it's bad. It's not bad whatsoever. It's just I suck when using this weapon, as you might have seen from this video. I don't get why I'm so bad with it in Splatoon 3. I used to use this back in Splatoon 1 and 2 quite often. What went wrong? What's your favorite idol group from Splatoon? How would you rate the idol groups from worst to best? Alright, I've combined these two questions together, just due to how similar they are, but number one would definitely go to Squid Sisters. I just like their music and how much they've added to the game story and lore itself. And I mean, they've been on all three versions, Splatoon 1, 2, and 3. And they even made a small cameo in the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, meaning that they've literally been in all the story modes. Up next would be Deep Cut. I know they're only new, but as I said before, their designs are quite unique. They're the same for their music, and they're just a really nice trio. Last would have to be Off the Hook. Nothing personal to Off the Hook fans, and I'm not saying they're bad, but I just don't find them all that interesting throughout Splatoon 2, even with the Octo expansion adding on to their characters. As said though, nothing personal, it's just out of all three of the idol groups, Off the Hook is the least interesting to me. But who knows, maybe that future paid DLC will change that. I hear everyone disses Australian internet. Is it just a bit? Or actually awful? Also, how are you? I'm going fine. Thank you for asking. As for the internet in Australia, that's a totally different story. I know for me, personally, it's quite bad. Sometimes it can get to the point where it's next to impossible to watch videos at 720p. Seriously. Or even play online without communication errors. Like, so many communication errors it's done and all. So yes, in answer to your question, the internet in Australia is really that bad. Unfortunately, if not worse. What's your favorite Splatoon campaign? Octo expansion and the hero mode in Splatoon 3 are probably tied as my favorite as of right now. They both add so much to the world building, the lore, and everything else. More so than what Splatoon 1 and 2's hero modes did in comparison. As for what one I like more between the Octo expansion and Splatoon 3's hero mode, I would have to say the Octo expansion, but only just. I feel like with the Octo expansion, the story played out a lot better. It was easy to keep track of what was going on, and not to mention even the final cutscene when you escape the deep sea metro. They're beautiful. Oh, and one other thing that just came to mind. Stealth is optional. Oh, that's gonna trigger some people, I know that. Will you do more Splatoon 3 streams with your fans? Yes, of course I will. Just give me some time, please. I don't have very much free time on my hands at the moment, especially with assessments coming up soon and all that. So, yeah, please, just give me some time. They will come back, okay? Splatoon 3 streams will come back. Alright, quick fire questions. Let's go. What's your favorite map? Hagglefish Market as of right now, but that will most likely change in the future. What's your favorite special? Crab Tank at the moment. Favorite game mode? Tower Control or Rainmaker, depending on the map. Favorite character? The original Agent 3. So much character without character. Though that might change in the future with the upcoming paid DLC. What is your credit card number? I don't have a credit card. Will you play Punch-Out Wii? I don't think I ever will. Sorry. Favorite food? Still the same as last time. Cheese and spinach parcels. What's your favorite song from Splatoon 3? Lobby 9 is probably my favorite at the moment. Oh, and Rocket 3 is quite nice. I didn't know about it till I was listening to the music. Will you ever do a face reveal? You fought, didn't you? But out of all honesty, not at the moment. I don't know exactly when, but sometime in the future. When did you start playing the Splatoon franchise? Whilst I'm not 100% sure on the exact date, it was sometime around Splatoon 1. Would you be open to the possibility of playing Hollow Knight? Maybe, I don't know. Normally I don't venture outside the small selection of games I play. Sorry. What was your fave stage in Splatoon 3's Hero Mode? That infinite splashdown level. Infinite splashdowns. And that's the end of the quickfire questions. Probably for a good thing. If you could design clothing for your character, what would it look like? Okay, I've done this before, so I would go with something like my original designs for my character. A headset, a yellow hood, dark blue pants, and red shoes. Yeah, that's nothing exciting, is it? But that's what I would design. Also, don't ask why it's a Minecraft character. I'll explain that in another question later on in the Q&A, alright? Do you plan on getting another persons to work with you on your content? If you mean to work alongside me on this channel, no, I don't currently have any plans for something like that. Though I do have plans in the future, not now, to probably get someone to voice Adrenaline. I would do it myself, but I think my voice is a tad bit off for what I need. But if you're referring to something more along the lines of a collab, however, I mean, I would be down to do one with another content creator if the opportunity ever comes my way. Would you be interested in sharing some more information about your Splatoon OCs sometime? Alright, first things first, just to clear up the confusion, I only have 3 Splatoon OCs. That is Kelp, Jits, and Dave. Don't ask why he's called Dave, it's just the first thing that came to my mind, okay? Anyway, all the other characters beside them that I've shown off in the previous animation, you know, Live a Lie, are OCs from another project that I've been working on since 2013. And for anyone wondering, that is what I was referring to. That's why the characters are Minecraft characters. Not because I intended for the animation to be related to Minecraft, although mind you, at the time, that was kind of the thought process back then, back in 2013. But more so because I don't know how to model anything else other than Minecraft characters. Anyway, back to the Q&A. For example, Adrenaline's one of these OCs. I just thought it'd be a neat little thing to introduce them into the story for both people who know about them and also just to push the story forwards with their introductions, as I'm not having to develop these characters from scratch. Also, just a heads up to everyone, this Splatoon animation series goes off, but isn't canon to the main storyline with all these other OCs. I would go into more detail about my OCs, their planning, thought process, making, etc. You know, all that stuff that goes into them, but we might be here for an hour or two just talking about my OCs. Maybe, though, I could do something in the near future to answer this question in a bit more depth. Just not in this Q&A. I don't know, I have to think about that. And now for the final question. Set up to a when? How about now? Welcome to my setup. Yeah, please excuse me playing Minecraft at the moment. I'm in my world. Very, nice world that I'm working on still. Anyway, that's not what the question was about. It's about my setup, not my Minecraft world. This is my little setup here. In the corner of my room, yes. So I've got 2 monitors. This one's an Acer monitor, I don't remember what type. And this one's a Lenovo monitor, I also don't remember what type. As for my keyboard, this is a Logitech G213, if that's the right way to pronounce it. And I've got a Razer DefAdder V2 as my mouse. Oh gosh, I'm moving my game around way too much. There we go. As for my mic, I have got a Stadium USB mic. I don't remember what type it is exactly, but yeah, I mean, it's a bit crooked, but that's what I use to record my videos, including this one. Well, not right now. At the moment, I'm using a headset. But normally, this is what I use to record videos, and I've recorded most of the Q&A in already. As for my computer, which is down here, it's an i5 9th gen. Is it 9th gen? Yeah, it's an i5 9th gen. Got a GTX 1650 in it, 1 terabyte of HDD, and right here, about 250 gigabytes of SSD, along with 16 gigabytes of RAM, if I'm even pointing in the correct direction. Unfortunately, though, this computer doesn't have much longer left, so, yeah, thank you for your service for all these years. As for what I use to capture my screen, I use an Elgato HD60S Plus. Now, I don't have it out when I'm not recording, so it's currently packed away, but yeah, that's what I use for recording. And if you're wondering, my Switch dock is back here. Normally when I'm recording, I open this up so it has good airflow, and yeah, it works quite well being back here, and I normally have also this monitor up that way. Yeah, there's more airflow, there's more space. Even though it's behind everything, it still gets decent air. Now, as for other stuff, I've got my shelves right here. As you can probably see, I like trains. I also like Sonic. As people on the Discord might have seen, I've gotten a new controller, and I've also got my controller holder, which is also Sonic. So Sonic is holding the controller as Sonic. Very nice. But yeah, other than that, this is my setup, and yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. So, back to me who recorded the Q&A parts earlier. Okay, bye everyone.
Once again, thank you for 2,000 subscribers, everyone. I'm just sorry that content has been coming out quite slow as of late. I've been quite busy with my studies, and they've taken up quite a ton of time. But I should hopefully be finished soon, then I can get some rest, and then focus on new content for you all. Well, that's the plan at least. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's joined in up until now. It's been quite a journey to 2K. But you know what? The journey's still not over. Let's see where we go from here, shall we?